Ever wonder if the Peaky Blinders were real? Well, grab your flat caps, because the true story is even wilder than the show. Forget the 1920s and Tommy Shelby's empire. The real Peaky Blinders prowled the streets of Birmingham in the 1890s, a full generation earlier. So, where did the name come from? The legend says they stitched razor blades into the peaks of their caps to blind their enemies. It's a fantastic image, right? But historians think it's probably a myth. Razor blades were a luxury item back then, and these guys were street-level thugs, not criminal masterminds. The more likely story, Peaky just referred to their distinctive flat caps. And blinder was slang for a sharp, dapper appearance. They were known for their style, bell-bottom trousers, silk scarves, and those iconic caps. They wanted to stand out, unlike the show's Shelby family. The real Peaky Blinders weren't one tight-knit clan running a massive operation. They were a loose collection of street gangs, young men involved in robbery, bribery, and brutal territorial fights with rival groups like the Sluggers. Their members were guys like Harry Fowles, alias Babo-faced Harry, Ernest Bales, and Stephen McNichol, names you'd find in police records, not on a crime boss's payroll. They were more about street brawls and petty crime than international smuggling rings. So who was the real Tommy Shelby? There wasn't one single figure. The closest you'd get is a man named Billy Kimber. Now, Kimber was a real-life gangster, a charismatic and ruthless leader of the Birmingham Boys. He controlled racecourses and was a major player in the criminal underworld, but he wasn't a Peaky Blinder. He was actually their rival. The show cleverly merged the legend of the Peaky Blinders with the real-life story of Billy Kimber's empire to create the magnetic character we all know. By the 1910s, the original Peaky Blinders' influence had faded. As Billy Kimber and the Birmingham Boys grew more powerful, the original Peakies were either absorbed into larger gangs, imprisoned, or simply grew old. Their reign was relatively short-lived, a flash of violent style in the grim streets of industrial England. So, while the TV show takes a lot of creative liberties, it captures the spirit of a very real and dangerous time in British history. It's a brilliant blend of fact and fiction, taking the name and style of a 19th century street gang and infusing it with the ambition and scale of 20th century organised crime. The real story might not be about a single family's rise to power, but it's a fascinating look at the violent, stylish, and often brutal origins of British gangs. The legend of the Peaky Blinders lived on long after the original members were gone, inspiring one of the best TV dramas of our time. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this dive into history, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more true stories behind your favourite shows. See you next time.